found something.
That's probably fuel depot, so we'll do that on the way back, actually. Oh, wait. One of them is going to be a fuel depot. We'll check both of them on the way back. Wow, there's 3 things here that are not on a planet. I'm not expecting all of them to be fuel depots. What did we find here? An intact Reaper weapon, which is intel. And the remaining things are...
Evasion successful.
those 3, which we'll look up after we do the Asari colony, which will also eliminate the Reaper presence, so that's fine. I think it makes the most sense if I do this in a square. So I'll scan one of them first and then go to that Asari colony.
Signal confirmed.
Carcosa. Carcosa was thought to be a naturally occurring hothouse planet until an Asari expedition discovered palatial ruins on its barren surface. Likely the seat of an ancient city, the crumbling edifice dates back more than 2.7 million years. The only intact chamber appears to be a throne room, overlooking a large depression believed to have once been an enormous lake. There's evidence that the people of Carcosa polluted their planet until it became uninhabitable, triggering a runaway greenhouse effect and spoiling the planet's freshwater supply. Well, there's an unfortunate truth. Research into the planet's long history will have to wait. Asari scientists evacuated when word of the Reaper attack reached the system, leaving behind data drones to explain their findings to anyone who survives. We found the Library of Arsha, another thing that someone on the Citadel wanted us to find, so that's good. And that seems to be the only thing here. There's no fuel depot. In which case I hope there's a fuel depot here. Because otherwise this is going to be tight with 463 units of fuel. And since there is a mission here, I sincerely doubt there's anything else to find. Nope. Well, let's hope there's a fuel depot in Kalini. Let's see. Wait. Oh, yeah. I thought it was called... it had a different name, but anyway. Lesses is an unpopular garden world with characteristics just outside of the comfort zone of its Asari population. Its gravity is a little too high, its diseases a little too virulent, and the soil inhospitable for growing food. Further information is difficult to come by. The Asari government is uncharacteristically silent about Lesses. Normally, a garden world settled so long ago would be highly populated, but little light pollution can be seen on Lesses' night side. Interesting, I wonder what it's about. Even Liara did not know. Well, since it is an Asari colony, it makes sense to take Liara, of course. And let's take Tali as well. I think everybody's weapons are okay. Only the mods on Tali shotgun have mysteriously disappeared. Wait, that's the wrong one. Don't I have something better for them to use? I guess the heatsink is useful for them. Because it increases magazine size, which does affect squad mates, even if overall ammo does not. Six points for Liara, which I'll put into stasis. Stasis bubble That is a very useful evolution of stasis, because it means you don't need to hit a particular enemy and can trap enemies after you've deployed the bubble. Charlie also has 6 points, and I'll... wait, wasn't this... Yeah, we have a squad bonus for tech powers, which is of course very useful for me. And that is it.
Dig up any information on the mission, Liara?
I did, and I now understand why High Command wanted to hide it. We're headed to an Ardat Yakshi monastery.
Ardat Yakshi? Like Morinth?
Morinth chose to be a killer. These Ardat Yakshi isolated themselves to avoid that. But it doesn't mean they're harmless. Their urge to feed can be powerful. That's why High Command sent in commandos to investigate the monastery's distress signal.
I suppose it's flattering they call us to pick up the pieces. What's the plan?
If there was a chance the Ardat Yakshi could break loose, the commandos were to purge the monastery.
Purge? You mean destroy?
They would have brought heavy explosives with them, yes.
Morinth was dangerous, but are the Ardat Yakshi this big of a threat?
Morinth was just hitting her stride. Ardat Yakshi who kill leave behind astronomical body counts. It's why they can never be free, and why they're such a great source of shame to the Asari. That's why High Command won't rest until this place is destroyed. They'd never risk a single Ardat Yakshi getting loose.
Don't assume anything. Maybe the Ardat Yakshi sent out the distress call. If the Asari want us to destroy this place, I need to know what happened.
Agreed. Once we give a report to High Command, they'll stop wasting lives here.
Alright, let's see what we can find here. It's actually kind of a weird glitch, is that Kalini is not actually the name of this planet. Or even the name of the system. So it's... the mission is misnamed. Also make sure everybody is using the weapons and stuff I want them to use.
On it.
A shuttle. I doubt the commandos came in this kind of shuttle, so maybe we have company.
The shuttle's warm. We may have a visitor.
We may. I mean, if you're going to have to be isolated, this isn't that bad of a place to do it in, I guess. It's kind of desolate, but has a certain beauty to it. And the architecture appears nice. Sorry, architecture, I assume. And somebody left an assault rifle stability damper lying outside.
No elevator.
Well, I guess we're climbing then. In the dark, too.
That sound. There's more than one out there.
What the hell is that? I'm not sure what I want to know. Well, there's light over there. Let's see if there's anything we can find in this rather dark room. Maybe we can find the light switch. It would make things a lot easier. Console. A reminder, students are not allowed to visit each other's quarters or to meet in rooms unsupervised by staff. Students are also forbidden from extranet communication without approval by senior staff members. There are no exceptions to these rules. First offenders will have their free time revoked for a month. Further violations will be met with confinement. Our monastery is our shelter. For it to remain that way, we must make sacrifices. If we do this, I have faith we can continue to enjoy the order and peace this place has given us. Matriarch Galley. Okay, sounds like this is kind of a strict place.
Is someone there?
Stay sharp. I heard something.
That was my fault, sorry.
Focus, Liara. The pistol molestar. And Galley's electronic signature, whatever the hell that is. It's Intel. Galley was the name of that matriarch we saw on the console. I guess these were sleeping quarters belonging to someone. There's definitely been a fight here. I always hate dark rooms like this. I'm always afraid I'm gonna miss something.
Delay. You won't believe what Yan has managed to smuggle in. A copy of Vanya. Meet us after supper in the library. Bring some study work. Reel is floor warden tonight, so act natural. We'll be by the East Video Banks. This is gonna be so great. See you there. Oh, and delete this once you listen to it. Not like last time.
Either she forgot it again, or they never had a chance to delete it. We've heard of Venya before. And the name Rila sounds strangely familiar as well. This is where we came from. And, oh. Well, I think we can confirm Reapers. More of those screams. I do not like that.
This was the Commando's captain. It seems they gave their lives fighting the Reapers.
This monastery's out of the way. What do the Reapers want with Ardat Yakshi? Anything useful?
A map marked with the nav point location of a bomb. They call it the Great Hall.
So the Commandos started the purge after all.
Ardat Yakshi or not, evacuating this place would have saved a lot of lives. If there's no survivors, let's get to the Great Hall and set off that bomb.
Yeah, but I'm not quite done here yet, because there is another room on this side, next to where we entered. To our staff and students, attached is our new daily schedule. Please note that wake-up time has been moved forward 15 minutes. Floor wardens can download chore lists later this week. Please see Matriarch Galley or myself if you have any questions or concerns. Sincerely, Superintendent Jeffra. Wake up 5:30 to 5:45 a.m. Breakfast 5:45 to 6:15 a.m. Morning meditations 6:15 to 8 a.m. Study period 8 to 10 a.m. Chores 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Midday meal 12 to 12:45 p.m. Classes 12:45 to 5 p.m. Study period 5 to 6 p.m. Supper 6 to 7 p.m. Evening meditation 7 to 8 p.m. Free period 8 to 10 p.m. Curfew 10 p.m. Again, seems pretty strict. I'm glad I don't live here. And a wall safe. And a sniper rifle spare ammo mod. Okay, let's see if we can find the Great Hall. Something tells me we're not using this door. That one seems to be working. Like I said, it's not a bad looking place. It's important for the fact that it was overrun by Reapers. Is this the first time we've ever seen real Asari architecture? Well, I suppose Ilium counts as Asari architecture.
Very good. I almost didn't hear you.
Samara!
It has been some time, Shepard. You are a most welcome sight. The corruption here runs deep.
But what are you doing here?
My daughters live in this monastery, Tali. I am here for them. Unfortunately, the Reapers had already infested this place by the time I arrived.
You met me hunting down your other Ardat Yakshi daughter. Are these ones just as dangerous?
Valer and Rila have followed the monastery's rules ever since they arrived. They've shown no inclination toward violence.
And you're here to save them?
They are my responsibility. And it's one that cannot be abandoned, even as our galaxy crumbles.
Let's go together. Maybe your daughters can tell us why the Reapers hit this place.
I suspect they will have much to tell us. It has been centuries since I last saw them. We're out of time. We'll meet again. I will draw these creatures off.
Wait! Let's go.
If she knew what the hell is making those screams, couldn't you have told us? Some kind of creature, but I mean, that seems obvious. Also, Samara, well, it's good to see you again. Mind explaining why you told us there were only 3 Ardat Yakshi in the previous game, and now there's obviously a lot more of them here? I don't think this really counts as a plot hole or anything, because even in Mass Effect 2 there was plenty of indications that there were more Ardat Yakshi than Samara was letting us know about, including the Codex, and some references to at least a Ardat Yakshi monastery. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be this one. And I guess Samara was simply trying to hide the fact that there were more of them. Because the Asari don't like talking about the Ardat Yakshi, it seems. PDA lying next to a dead commando.
My name is Tashia Pore. I'm wounded. Bad. Give this to my bondmate, Weshra. Asked her to go to the Citadel and tell Weshra I love her. Tell her... Sorry we fought. I was an idiot. Didn't mean any of it, Weshra. Want you to have everything of mine, okay? Love you. I love you so.
Great. We get to deliver more bad news. I hate doing that. Got a journal entry for that. A dead Asari commando left a message to be delivered to her bondmate, Weshra. Find Weshra on the Citadel and deliver the message. We'll have to do that next time we get to the Citadel. For now, let's see if we can find the Great Hall and figure out what the Reapers are doing here.
It's too quiet. Are there any survivors?
This fight didn't last long by the look of it.
It wouldn't. The monastery only had a few guards to protect it, not an army.
A blood trail near a terminal. Somebody trying to send a message or something, maybe? Obviously didn't work. This place screams to me of an ambush. Don't you think?
What is that thing?
What the hell? Okay, that's not good. These are banshees. Probably the most annoying Reaper enemy. They do have a tendency to get distracted by drones, which is a good thing. By themselves, they are not that dangerous. Their main problem is that due to the fact that they can sort of teleport, I think it's a version of biotic charge, what they're doing, is that they kind of force you out of cover, because you don't want to let them get close, because like a phantom, they can do a synced animation kill, which kills you regardless of how much health you have left.
That used to be a person. An Asari. What have the Reapers done?
The same thing they do to every other species. Turned them into some kind of husk. Although these are kind of more deadly than most. Their main problem really is, the main danger they present as enemies is they force you out of cover because you don't want to get too close to them and they move very fast. And then other Reaper enemies like Marauders and Ravagers can get you in their sights. So by themselves they're not that bad, as you just saw. But if they show up in a group or with a lot of other enemies that do have ranged weapons, then it becomes a problem.
Mother, you came.
As soon as I was able. Shepard, this is Falere, my youngest. She and her sister Rila are Ardat Yakshi. They have
Mother, they have Rila.
What?
I saw some of those creatures take her into the Great Hall. I've been trying to get there.
What are the Reapers doing here?
Harvesting us. They're turning us into those monsters. Please, you can't let that happen to Rila.
The Asari thought the Ardat Yakshi were to blame for the attack.
This is our home. Most of us are grateful to be here. The monastery is a place Ardat Yakshi can achieve peace.
Falere speaks truthfully, Shepard. I vouch for her words, with pride.
Then we have to find Rila fast. The Great Hall has a bomb in it.
A bomb? What, didn't you come to rescue people?
We'll try, but we can't leave this place standing, Falere.
You sound like the Commandos. They didn't stop to help anyone.
Falere?
I'm sorry.
Falere! The Great Hall. She's looking for Rila.
We'll meet you there.
Please be swift.
Okay. Rila was the name we saw in one of the messages before. And we've seen those names before, actually. Rila and Falere were both mentioned in the Shadow Broker dossiers. If you play this mission and Samara either died in the suicide mission or you chose Morinth over Samara, then Samara doesn't show up here, obviously. And I don't think you ever find out that Rila and Falair are her daughters, unless, of course, you read that in the Shadow Broker files already. Morinth does not appear here, if you picked her. She has a rather different and rather shorter role in this game, which I will point out when we get to it. So it seems that these creatures, banshees, obviously so named because of the screams, are created not from normal Asari, but from Ardat-Yakshi, although I believe that they can also be created from people who are close to the Ardat-Yakshi spectrum, but not actually fully Ardat-Yakshi. Because otherwise, there couldn't be so many of them. Let's see if we can find a way forward.
You'd need a crowbar to pry those doors open. This place was beautiful before the Reapers came.
Now it's kind of damaged. Thermos of coffee, or something like it. Sorry, coffee. So I guess we're going that way. It's the wrong direction, but not much choice. Another...
Jethro, this is Galay. I've blocked extranet access. We don't need the students panicking about these Reaper rumors. Still, it will not hurt to tally our supplies. Please bring me an inventory before evening prayer. I'll contact Cessia later tonight to inquire what set the Asari to war. Go in peace.
Seems they thought the Reapers were just a rumor. Well, they learned the hard way, I guess. Oh, we have Reapers. Let's see if we can have some fun. Oh, we have a barrier generator somewhere. I know that game. You no longer need to explain that to me. Well, it seems that was it. There's a Ceres Council shoulder guard here. As well as a disciple, which is a shotgun. Let's just check what the description says. Originally handcrafted for the exclusive use of Justicars, the Disciple shotgun schematics were finally released to Asari commandos after centuries of negotiation. The Disciple uses shells packed with micro-scale submunitions to deal staggering amounts of damage. Even shielded enemies are stunned by the force of a blast from this weapon. Okay. Good to know. It's an Asari shotgun, but I don't have anyone on my squad who's going to be using it.
As you wish.
And a medical station for some more experience points. Another door that's jammed, it looks like. This looks like another excellent venue for an ambush. Let's check upstairs before we go down. I think that's where we need to go, but there seems to be more over here, including a wall safe to salvage. Jethra, I had the new girl put in a holding chamber. The Justicar who brought her to us, Justicar Fora, said she had trouble convincing the prisoner coming to the monastery was necessary. This may explain why the girl lashed out at her guards. She's lucky Fora wasn't here for that. The Justicar's code would have demanded an execution. I'll question some other Justicars on the level of coercion Fora is permitted to use by the code. This isn't the first time her captors arrived here terrified out of their wits, but it will certainly be the last. Matriarch Galley. And another one, Jeffra. I looked over this year's candidates for supervised visits to Thessia. I'm approving everyone but Yanis. She is impulsive, cunning, and worst of all, a romantic. Find me a worse combination to let outside our walls. I find it suspicious he was even nominated. Let's look into that, and pray it's not Yanis manipulating another infatuation. It takes a great deal of time and effort to persuade Thessia's government to let our best students visit their own homeworld. Unless Yanis matures, she won't be among them. Matriarch Galley. And a weapon bench, which I presently have no interest in using, so... And this appears to be blocked. So let's head downstairs. And we've got a bench. How surprising. It's kind of a double-edged sword ordering your squad to focus fire on a Banshee. No, what the hell? Because it tends to open them up for the Banshee's insta-kill. Liara just managed to die normally this time. This is not a good place to be. Looks like we're not quite done yet. But as long as there's no other Banshees here, I'm not complaining. There they are. That was a deliberate chaotic explosion. I don't do those very often. Well, looks like that's it for this room. Let's see, what have we got here? Oh, another dead commando.
Another commando. Why did they go so far into the monastery?
Perhaps the commandos were looking for survivors?
Their luck was no better than ours.
This seems to be part of those explosives they were talking about. That's what it looks like to me, anyway. But we're not yet in the main hall, so... An assault rifle precision scope. See if there's anything else here. I guess that after we save Rila and Falair, it might be a good idea to detonate those explosives, take care of those Banshees. This is actually the same room we were in before on the upper level with the broken elevator on that side. So now we're entering the elevator down here. If only we could have climbed down the... down from the upper level, then that would have saved us a lot of time. Too bad Liara can't do the biotic levitation thing that Samara seems to be able to do. I think we've found our bomb. It looks like Samara is already there with both daughters. And see, those are more parts of the bomb. But that one looks to be the most important bit.
We found our bomb.
And Falair.
Rila, wake up!
Falair, Rila cannot hear us.
Look, she's still alive.
I know, but I am afraid Rila is not well.
Rila's not one of them yet. She can't be. She just needs to wake up.
That doesn't sound good. Oh, the game doesn't want you to shoot the bomb, it seems, or doesn't want you to shoot the sisters. Bomb is fine.
Rila? Rila, can you hear me? Why did she do that?
Because they've begun to turn her into one of the Reaper's creatures.
I'm sorry. Can we set off that bomb?
We need a detonator.
Commandos would have had one. We've got to find it. Later.
Okay. 2 Banshees. Joy. What just happened here kind of reminds me of what the PTSD Asari in Huerta Memorial described happened to her partner on Tiptree. So I wonder if that partner was an Ardatyaksha or close to it, and she was turned into a Banshee as well. They were also talking about a medical condition for that partner, so it's definitely a possibility, I suppose. Although I suppose she wouldn't have been a full Ardatyaksha because she would not have been allowed to just be there. Okay, but let's deal with these guys before we...
Got it!
And now we've got 2 of them. Oh, I told them to focus fire on a husk, which is kind of pointless. And if one of them just got grabbed, kind of looked like it. Tali doesn't really have anything she can do against them, can she? Not really. Okay. Tali just got grabbed twice in a row. Why can't I use her?
That's the last.
For now, let's get back to that bomb.
And we leveled up. 4 points. Well, I could put it in cryo, but I'm not going to. 2 points and 2 points. I can't do anything with that. Let's see if we can find a detonator. The game actually just wants us to go back to the bomb for that. Good. Metagel. I need that thanks to that one Banshee's unnatural affection for Tali. Not that I can blame her, but anyway.
Falair, go! Take the elevator! Rila, what are you doing? It's too late for me. There are hundreds coming. Just go!
Move!
No! Rila! I love you. Rila! We're not your slaves. Rila, there wasn't even time to say goodbye.
Few can break the Reaper's hold. Rila's will was extraordinary, as was her love for you.
We left her to die.
Rila made her choice, and it has reminded me of what is truly important. Why I swore I'd lay down my life.
What is that?
Falair, the code demands an Ardat Yakshi cannot live outside a monastery that no longer exists.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Shepard. By the Justicar's code, there is only one way to save Falair.
Mother, no!
My daughters, you were all so much... Let go.
What are you doing?
Fulfilling the code.
By throwing your life away?
I won't kill my last daughter.
You won't have to.
Falair?
I'll stay here. Home. No matter what's become of it.
Without a proper monastery...
I could have left any time. I don't need a building to honor my own code. And if the Reapers return, they won't take me alive. I promise.
Then, the code permits you to stay, as you are. Once this war is over, and if I am able, I will visit, as a Justicar should.
I'd understand if you wanted to help Falair rebuild a home here.
It must wait now that I can help oppose the Reapers. I'll speak with Falair, then join your forces. If you'll have me, of course.
I'd be honored.
The honor is mine, my friend.
Everything's taken care of down here. Bring in the shuttle.
Right, Commander. I'll just follow the smoke.
That usually seems to work.